Tuned into the Hot 97 Morning Show. KMichelle and I was just having an argument because she didn't invite me to her Madison Square Garden show.
We don't argue, Ebro, at all.
Why you acting fake, though?
I'm not acting fake with you.
No, you acting fake right now.
You don't want me to get on you.
I do. I would like to know
You
what's
really
going
don't
on.
want me
No,
to go.
I really would. Y'all, me and KMichelle, and congratulations on your new VH1 show. Congratulations on Madison Square Garden, and happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Happy early birthday to you.
Yeah, what are you doing for my birthday?
Same thing you did for me. Absolutely nothing.
I haven't heard from you in a while. How's it been? How you been?
Man, I just been working on the road.
Put out a mixtape.
Put out a mixtape.
I didn't. Nobody even reached out to me about that.
Yeah, because it's just something, I did that like specifically for my fans. A lot of people did not, necessarily agree that it was time for a mixtape because actually the album sales have just picked up and it's still moving. So you don't want to drown the market with too much music. But I believe I kind of started out like a rapper from a mixtape. So I just like giving my fans music. It's just going to sit there on a computer anyway.
Put it out. Get it out to the
Yeah,
people.
just give it to them.
I like it.
That's how I feel about it.
Are you performing any of this music during your show, or this was straight for the streets?
This was straight for the streets, straight for my dedicated fans, and they loved it, and that's what I wanted to do, give them something.
I used to have a serious crush on you. I think I still do. Now I'm sitting across from you. I tried to get you out my little brain for a minute. I was gunning for you for a second. I got
Your
you. I got
aim
you.
was off.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but you was pressing the relationship play. I don't know.
No,
I wasn't sure.
I wasn't pressing that play with you.
I don't think I could deal with your hard-headedness. I knew we would get into it.
Well, in order for me to press that play, we talked and we discussed, Mr. Ebro, where I was in life.
That's right.
And in life, you don't need to be entertaining anyone that you're not going to be in a relationship with. But as far as me pressing you for a relationship, I don't think it happened like that. We didn't even make it to that point because...
Bad. Okay, my bad. I shouldn't have said pressing me for a relationship.
Yeah, we didn't get there. It wasn't that.
I shouldn't have said that.
I didn't ask you for a
No,
relationship.
you didn't ask me for that, but you made it sure that I understood.
That I'm not playing no games.
Yeah.
I don't get my goodies out unless, we're going to a full relationship.
So that's definitely what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was gunning for the goodies.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. You're still
that's
handsome.
Why I haven't heard from you.
I've been busy. You've been busy. We are friends. And I think
you got a boyfriend?
No. I don't have a boyfriend. I just kind of been doing me. And I would think someone that you called your friend would let you know that they had a child on the way. Instead of one of my friends having to say they heard it on the radio. I don't play with grown-ups.
Ain't nobody was playing. I didn't have a child on the way when I was gunning for the goodies.
No, I'm not saying that. You didn't have a child on the way, but
I hadn't heard from you, so I didn't feel like I needed to report to you.
We're friends,
you
though.
don't check on me, though.
We're friends.
But you don't check on me.
Not even like on no relationship
no, I
type
check
thing.
on you, though. I check on you. I stopped checking on you because you didn't
Why did you stop checking on me?
Reciprocate. You was giving me the runaround because I was just on some cool shit. After I knew I couldn't get the goodies, I chilled out. I was like, you know what? I'll just catch it without a bra on every now and then and thirst after the big booty, and I keep my distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was good. I was clean with that.
No, I just recall you never doing what you say you're gonna do, even as a friend.
It was 2 times. I didn't make one show and one studio session. I made dinner at Capitol Grill.
Yeah.
Don't have me run through it.
Okay, friend. Yeah.
Don't have me run through it. Don't have me run through it.
Run through it. Run through it.
Studio sessions, Don Julio drinks. We had a good time.
Yeah.
We was good.
Yeah, but you
and I kept my hands to myself. I didn't disrespect.
No, you didn't. You didn't disrespect.
I was always a gentleman.
You were always a gentleman, but
you still gave me the runaround.
I didn't give you the runaround.
Dating basketball niggas. And even when you was dating basketball niggas, I was still cool.
You was
supportive even.
You were supportive. You were supportive, but
When I knew you was gonna drop that nigga.
How did you know what I was
Because he was
gonna
younger
do?
than you. I told you back then you need somebody older than you. And you need somebody that you ain't gonna just give the runaround to.
Well, I will say this, friend. I was very bothered that my friend, had such great news and such big news, and my friend did not think enough of me to say, oh my God, I'm so excited about this phase of my life. Guess what, Kay? I didn't get that call.
No,
I had to find out with the rest of the world that my homie is about to be a father.
Because the old KMichelle, right?
Okay.
Would have called me and been like, motherfucker, you ain't gonna tell me what the fuck is popping? The new KMichelle's like, you know what? Positive vibes. I'm just not gonna contact him. See, I thought I could pull the old KMichelle out and get some attention. And it didn't work. And then you didn't reach out at all. So I figured when I announced it, you would at least reach out.
No.
You didn't reach out.
No. I knew we were going to see each other again, and we're in the same city, and yeah, and I'm going to say congratulations.
You mean it?
I really do.
I'm having a little girl.
Oh, God. You with the little girl?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. But congratulations. I'm going to buy her a bunch of cute little girl stuff. I'm all for it, and I'm really happy for you. Now her.
Wait, you not happy for her? No, she knows what she getting into. She knows what she getting into. Wait, who? The mother
baby.
Or the daughter? Oh, the daughter's good.
She's gonna be taken care of. But oh my God.
No, do you realize what my daughter's game is gonna be like though? My daughter's game is gonna be so official.
Okay.
So official.
Okay, official.
I'm not worried about that at all.
Okay, official. But I'm happy for you and everything that you have going on.
You broke eye contact.
I have shades on.
No, I saw you look away. Are you happy for me or not?
Why wouldn't I be happy for you? I'm very happy for you. I am.
But you mad at the same time that I didn't tell you.
Yeah, I am mad as a friend you didn't tell me. I'm a little bothered by that.
I apologize.
Apology accepted. That's what friends do.
But now, when you talk about like loss of relationship and relationships falling apart, you're actually on tour with somebody right now that you watching a 20-year relationship fall apart. We're all watching it. Paula Patton and Robin Thicke. And we see him on stage, on tour, getting on stage and asking for his woman back. 20-year relationship. Do you know anything about this? Do you see Robin?
No, I see him in the hall. I see him I can honestly say, very humble, nice guy.
I know he's a great dude.
Yeah, I've been on tour with some artists, I'm telling y'all, and they are hell. He's not like that at all. I don't get into people's relationships. All I know is that if he wants his wife back, I hope he get her back.
You feel like he deserves it? Another shot? Because
I feel like I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
No one. The internet, him grabbing a girl ass in the club, girls.
But you know what? It's so much go on behind the scenes of these relationships that no one knows what's going on. So I can't comment on what they got going on. All I can say is I love Robin Thicke, and the only way I know him is as an entertainer. I don't know him as a man in a relationship. I ain't never been in one with him.
I mean,
it
looks like he's hurting and he's vulnerable enough to get up
there. Well, I
want
want him to get her back.
Yeah.
And I want him to make a lot of beautiful songs about it.
Now, with you being, most of your brand and what we know from KMichelle has been built on a little bit of ratchetness every now and then, zero fucks given and blah, blah, blah. But now it feels like you're in a good space, positive space.
I'm going to be so honest. Making that mixtape was like the most difficult thing for me ever because, music to me, you always have to be true to the music. And I went hard on the mixtape, but I went as hard as I was feeling. People felt like, oh my gosh, you could have went harder. This is supposed to be as rough as the other mixtape, but I'm not at that angry, as aggressive time in my life. Right now, I'm think I'm going through a healing right now, and that's where my music is. Right now, starting up, recorded the first song to the next album coming up, and it's just I'm still keeping 100, but I ain't got that many people to say fuck you to.
You done said it.
I didn't say it enough. Like, one thing I learned through all of this, you can scream, curse people out, and be mean to them, and they still don't give a fuck about what they did to you.
So why even give them that energy?
That's why I'm at, like,
so do you think that the women that, and men that bought your music, that look for that because they're going through something and they need to feel that in your music, is the next phase for you teaching them how to navigate without putting out that energy?
That's really, you hit it.
Energy? You
really hit it on the head. Like, the next phase is you can be angry and hurt, and you can handle things another kind of way. And I'm never going to sugarcoat. There's some things in my life that are not right. And I thought, with money and fame, some things would get better. But some things got worse. And there's somebody out there that can relate to that. But I feel like you can handle things a lot of different ways. And on this next album, and when they see me, I just want them to take from, you can heal. You know what I'm saying? Before, it was kind of like, fuck everything, fuck everybody, with no light at the end of the tunnel. Right now, I ain't completely healed, but I do believe that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
So how much of that, now I heard you say before that you've chilled on the Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
How much of that other energy was attributed to that bottle, though?
I think a lot. From my first deal to now, I drank every single day. My first deal, I drank every single day, all day, like straight at the bottle. I drank Jack Daniels with no chase or nothing, just the bottle to the head. And, that took a toll on me. And now I look up and I can have a cocktail, you know what I'm saying? And my friends be on 3 or 4, and I'm still on 1. And I just feel like I don't like the person I am when I'm really drunk. I now see the difference in sober KMichelle, tipsy KMichelle, and just drunk KMichelle. Tipsy KMichelle is cute and fun, Okay, she's fun. She's everybody's friend. She's the life of the party. But one glass over that tipsy KMichelle, and it's hell for the world. So I'm learning that, and I know dark liquor and Jack Daniels is not the move for me in public arenas, and not the move for me if I'm already having a day or going through something. But before, I do, I don't like to place blame on my actions, but I really did have a drinking problem, and it caused a lot of issues.
Did you see it in the TV shows and shit you was taping? Did you hear it in the music, and that's what made it like, wait, hold up. I've been drinking a lot, and I'm looking back. Oh, shit, I was drunk right there. And was that what it was? Like, you're reflecting on all this reality TV?
Yeah, I looked at it, and I just saw a lot of hurt, and I did drink every day with it. So you kind of ask yourself, dang, was it the liquor? Was it the hurt? And then you realize it was just, it was everything that you're going through. So I just know what I can't do, Ebro. Now I can drink some Don Julio with you.
No, let's do it.
You know how we
That's
drink.
tequila.
Like, we can
That's
do
tequila.
something. Do you see a difference in the brown? That doesn't affect you.
Nah, well, yeah, that brown, you get to sweating, you get aggressive. You know me, I get real
Yeah.
aggressive. I'm already on edge half the time anyway, but
Yeah.
yeah, and then also just, me, I'm getting old, so I gotta get my sleep. I gotta keep my
You
body
got a new
clean.
baby on the way.
I got a daughter coming.
They don't sleep.
I'm a father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a father.
They don't sleep. And for me, my son is now in this cool phase. He plays basketball, and they having a championship game. He's real cool. And I'm looking at him like, oh my God, my son is
a little man.
Yeah, and that's a lot, and it makes me, think about my future, and makes me think about me wanting other kids, and me, I can't tear up my insides.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Drinking Jack Daniels and fighting and being angry. I promise you, Ebro, I tried to stay away from conflict. Now they test me. Now I get tested.
Yeah, but
it's different.
I've coached you on this several times. Some battles you don't need to fight.
Yeah.
Some battles ain't worth the fight.
Yeah.
And it feels like you kind of getting to that place of feeling, because even with me, you was mad at me. I didn't tell you about the daughter on the way.
Mm-hmm.
But
I ain't called to curse you out.
Yeah, you didn't pick a battle.
Nah, I'm just like, you know what?
That just made me think you don't love me no more. That's what that meant.
No, I'm just like,
that's what it was.
You
don't love me no more. Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it.
I do love you, Ebro. I do. You are my friend. You have had my back. Even when I didn't know you the first time I met you, you said some things that, for me not to know you, somebody could be like, what? Who he think he is? But because I felt that it was very genuine and it touched me, you said some things to me that made me think about my actions and what I was going through. So if you could touch me like that within the first encounter of meeting you.
Was that the time I met you here and I could see your boobs through your shirt and I was like, cover her up. She don't need to be looking like that. Was that time?
No.
Oh, that was the time. I was looking at your titties through your shirt. I was like,
yeah.
I gotta cover that up.
No, you talk to me about something deeper.
I'm playing.
Deeper than that,
I'm playing.
But no, I love you. Nah, it wasn't no hate. Like I was a little pissed. Like, damn, he didn't tell me. I guess I'm not important on the friend poll.
Nah, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was honestly we hadn't kept in touch. And I really did. I thought maybe you was in a relationship. People go through changes, grow
But
apart. But
what do a relationship have to do with our friendship?
Nothing. But sometimes, some people, when they get into relationships, they don't want men or other guys around. Not that we had anything, but
like I'm not gonna cut off my friends for a man.
And besides, I'm thinking I have a daughter now. Maybe in a few years, when it's time for me to have a son, me, you know what I mean? We can figure this out.
There you go.
Nah,
See,
that's
there
off.
you go.
That's off.
See, right when I think we got it. We got it. There you go. You throw them little, okay.
KMichelle, ladies and gentlemen, a good friend of mine, a beautiful person. I love where you at in your life. I'm really happy for you. Congratulations on the tour with Robin Thicke, and congratulations on the VH1 show. What's the name of the VH1 show?
We haven't really named it yet.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to let it flow. As long as my name is in it.
So,
long as it's about me.
As long as there's an album associated with the TV show,
Thank you.
Potentially a clothing line and another tour, we good.
And some other, we good. Call it what you want to call it. I call it checks. Let's call it that.